I woke up one morning after setting up all the systems, learning from the financial books, saw my bank account and got completely stressed out. An automation failed and left me with nothing in my bank account and a bill was overdue. Here I'm talking about three of my biggest financial mistakes so that you can skip the anxiety. Let's begin. My first regret was messing up my financial automation. I read a couple of books and saw this pay yourself first. And that's what I did. But I was so aggressive in investing just to get there quickly. I ended up putting my money as soon as the paycheck comes right into investments, savings, everywhere except one place where I needed it the most, to pay my bills. I was so stressed out and panicking towards the end of the month. The very system that was designed to give me peace was actually the source of my anxiety. But the solution was very simple. All I had to do was ramp up my estimates. I just simply took my rent at that time, multiplied by 2, and called it my estimate. Then I added second thing to it. I added a buffer amount, which was the same amount as my month's expense. What happened here was, as soon as a bump came, my buffer took care of it. The lesson wasn't about automating the whole thing. It was about inserting a safety net inside this automation. And once I did that, I relaxed and I thought I was on my way to immense wealth, and I was wrong. Which leads me to the second mistake. I actually thought I was more clever than Warren Buffett and John Bogle. Well, I didn't actually say that out loud or think that loud, but my actions were otherwise. If you don't listen to their advice, that's kind of what you mean. In 2006 and 7, during the real estate crash, I started timing the market. I saw that Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac had crashed, and there are a bunch of other companies too, and I tried to buy them up, thinking, hey, they're just cheap stocks right now, and they'll multiply so many times. The real life doesn't work like that. If only it was so easy. It wasn't until Buffett's letter in 2013 that mentioned how he's gonna put all his money for his wife, almost 90%, into the S&P 500, that I thought of rechecking the performance of S&P 500. I went back to 2006 and compared my performance with that S&P 500. I'd lost $30,000 at least. And there was no way I would have known that unless I would have gone back in time, compared the numbers. This is how people lose their money. They don't even realize it. This is where John Bogle's famous advice comes in. Don't buy the needle in the haystack, buy the entire haystack. The S&P 500 market is the entire haystack that you can buy, and your chances of winning increases by manyfold. My biggest regret is not starting the Roth IRA on day one. I was so fixated on the traditional 401k, I just wanted to keep on increasing my investments until retirement. And it was a great plan. Plus, there was a bonus. I was getting tax savings immediately. It felt like a double win. A better way to explain this is, think of it like you're getting tax-free seeds, and that seeds you plant in a farm, and then when the harvest grows, that's when the tax guy comes to collect his share. Versus the Roth IRA is the exact opposite. You get the seeds, but you pay the taxes on them before, so you get less seeds. You plant them, but when the harvest grows, there is no one to collect it. You get everything for yourself. Since there are no taxes to pay, you don't even need much of a tax planning at that time. There you have it. My three regrets were building a brittle system, letting my ego chase complexity over simplicity, and going for the immediate tax relief instead of thinking long term. And all this boils down to a single truth. Don't chase complexity. Keeping things simple is actually far more powerful. A simple financial plan makes it easier to stick to, and it's much more harder to break. And that's it. You have to keep at it, be patient, and I'll see you on the other side.